Hello everyone! Next we'll start off by taking a turtleneck top and then fold it over once. Afterwards thread the needle and then slowly begin to fold the top portion of it over multiple times. Make about 3 folds to it and then slowly begin to stitch it in. Now as you're stitching it in, separate the threads and then slowly begin to wrap one side over the other as such. Now do it alternatively, and as they are single threads, it'll take a long time. Now continue to do so, and once you're about midway through, if you want to, you may add a pearl decoration to it. After you've added the pearl, then you may continue to make the same alternate looping around this needle. Continue to do so until you reach the top. Pull it through and then arrange it in the front of it. Now take the needle and the thread, pull it through the side, tie a knot over there. This will be the final look of it. Next, take a pair of jeans and afterwards thread your needle to begin with. After you've threaded your needle, take multiple pearls. Insert the thread needle through the top and then insert the pearl through it as well. Now continue to go through sideways stitches as such. As you continue to do so, make it as even as possible and then afterwards go from one end to the other as such. Now you may also do the same to the other side as well to make it look all the more better. Now if you scrunch it up a little as well, it would be a creative way in order to collect the gap as well as make it look all the more decorative. This way it'll tighten jeans as well so that it'll fit better. Start off by making this running stitch through the side through the edges of the tear to begin with. Now do the same for the other side as well. After you're done with the other side, then draw the two together, begin to make these X marks to it in stitching. Now continue to do it from one end to the other as such. Go from one end to the other and then afterwards continue from one side to the other. Reach the top and then once you reach the top, this is the stitching that you should be left with. Now make sure that you do it precisely and as far as possible, make it as even as possible. Now after you've done this, then tie a knot to the end of it at the bottom. Next, take a turtleneck and then afterwards fold it over. Make one fold and then afterwards make another fold to it as well. After this, take your needle and the thread and then slowly begin to stitch the bottom portion of it. Now, starting off, make this horizontal stitch to it and then loop the thread around the needle in order to make this loop stitch. Once again, pull the needle through the loop that you've initially created, go underneath, bring it back on top, loop the thread around it and then pull it through. This will continue to make the loop stitch. Now after you reach the other side, then begin to go backwards and then slowly undo the stitches that you've created. Now as you're undoing it, then pull it through, and after you pull it through, then the stitches will not be visible. This way it'll stay fastened and you will not be able to see the stitching. Next, take this pair of jeans, thread the needle, and then afterwards begin to make this line with the chalk. Afterwards, slowly begin to stitch it through. Make these vertical stitches to it as such. Now, as you are doing so, then make multiple of them all the way to the other end according to the lines that you have made the marking to. Now, as you continue to do so, this is what it should look like. Go all the way to the other end as such, and then once you go to the other end, this is what it should look like. Pull it through on both the ends. Now, as mentioned, make it as even as possible and go according to the lines that you've made. Do not let it go up or down for that matter. Now, pull both of the ends tight together so that the stitching is no longer visible. Thank you for watching.